Way back in 1843, Fort Worth, Texas got its slogan, "Where the West Begins," when a treaty with the Native Americans was made way before Fort Worth was actually Fort Worth. In the spring of 1849, Old Glory was planted along the banks of the Trinity River in what we now know as Fort Worth, Texas. A bustling, culture-rich ranching community, Fort Worth actually boasts its own herd and is home to the world's largest honky-tonk and is also known as the nation's fastest growing city. So stay tuned as we share a little more of Fort Worth's rich heritage with you, and remember, that baby's coming from a Texan.
Hey folks, welcome to Drive Across Texas. I am Pat Waters. We're in historical Fort Worth, Texas today at Blk Eye Distilling, the home of Blk Eye Vodka. And we're speaking with one of the owners, Mr. Todd Gregory. How are you, man?
Hey Pat, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm good, man. Thank you so much for allowing us to come in. Man, what an immaculate building you have here. You know, I'm curious, and I know that the viewers are also curious. Man, tell us about Blk Eye Distillery and Blk Eye Vodka.
Well, the first thing is we're located in a fire station that was built in 1911 here in Fort Worth. So it's actually the second number 5 firehouse because the first one burned down in a 1909 fire. So there's a lot of history in this building. Our vodka column goes up where the fire pole used to be, where they slid down.
Yeah.
And this originally started out as a horse-drawn fire wagon building because they didn't have trucks back then.
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
it's exciting. We have a lot of fun with it. The original lockers from the firemen are still upstairs. The last crew that was here in the 60s has their names still on the lockers, and the fire trucks got too big, so they had to move out of the building. And that gave us a great opportunity back in 2016 when we were able to get into the business and build out a new brand and start a distillery here in the building.
I'm telling you what, you have a beautiful place here. I mean, walked in and it was very, very clean, and I can tell that you're handling business.
Well,
and one thing that kind of makes your Blk Eye Vodka a little bit different is that everything that's in there is from Texas.
That's correct. It's one of the few farm-to-table, 100% made Texas vodkas, and the only one in the world with black-eyed peas. So we take black-eyed peas that are grown up in the Panhandle by Lubbock area farmers up between Lubbock and Amarillo. We buy the peas from the red wine family up there that has a wholesale black-eyed pea business. And then we get our corn from Munster from a 5th-generation family that owns a mill up there. So we bring the peas into Munster. We buy the non-GMO corn from the guys in Munster, the Federal family, and they mill it all into flour for us. At that point, we have non-GMO, gluten-free, black-eyed pea and corn flour. Comes in here from Munster, Texas. We bring it into the building. We mix the black-eyed pea flour and the corn flour. We cook it, we ferment it. We do a 2-pass distillation process that gives us a 22 times distilled, gluten-free, non-GMO, 100% grain-to-glass Texas vodka.
Well, I know you're on an upper price point of the vodkas that's out there, and I can understand why. I mean, you're using it, from farm, bringing it in here, the products to make your vodka, and you're taking the heads and the tails off. So what the customer is, the end result is the purest form of vodka that you can get.
That's right. You've got just the hearts. We've distilled it in this column still 22 times. We've only charcoal filtered it twice because you don't have to take any of the impurities out. We've proofed it down to 80 proof, and we've hand bottled it, 1 bottle at a time. So it is the purest form of vodka. It is completely handmade, and you're going to feel better in the morning most times with something like this. So paying a little extra.
Yeah.
If I'd have known that in college, I'd have felt a whole lot better on Sunday mornings. So now that I make this stuff, I've learned a lot.
You also do other spirits, right?
Correct.
What
Correct.
are the other
Well,
products that you have?
we have a Clear Fork, Texas gin that we sell mostly to bars. That is really good mixing gin for just well cocktails. Mm-hmm. We also have a small batch sorghum whiskey that is completely farm to table, grain to glass, called Dry County sorghum whiskey. And then we are just going to release in June a new Blk Eye Spirit No. 5, which is a specialty spirit that is aged black-eyed peas and corn. So it tastes like whiskey, but it's not whiskey. So we'll have a release party in June, and you can try our Blk Eye Spirit No. 5.
Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. What is your favorite part about owning and running this business?
Well, I think it's getting to do something with your friends and family. Mm-hmm. So the partner in the business with me is Scott Billings, who is my best friend. Mm-hmm. So we came together. A mom and her son from Muleshoe, Texas, had the original idea to make vodka from black eyed peas back from the 2011 drought when they were having a really bad black eyed pea crop. So they had come to Fort Worth, they had done some setup work and some test batch work, and then Scott and I were able to come together with some friends, buy the distillery, and then we get to work together every day. We get to, I work for Fortune 500 companies for, Fortune 100 companies for 30 years. So you know what? It's up to us. You got to get out of bed every morning. Scott and I have got to come in. You got to make the vodka, make the whiskey. You got to, sell it, and it's all up to us. And then, the people part of this business is great. I get to go out every week to liquor stores and sell bottles and talk to people and tell them about it. Get to go to your favorite bars and restaurants and talk to people. So we have a great time just telling people about the product and getting it across the state of Texas. We have a bar upstairs. We have all kinds of craft cocktails that we serve with our 4 spirits. You can come in any Friday night from 5 to 9, any Saturday from 2 to 9. We do a tour at 3 o'clock on Saturday, so we'll give you the whole hour of how we make this stuff from grain to glass. And just come in and have cocktails and relax. And then we also rent the facility out for private parties. Any day of the week, we'll rent it out for private parties. So we've got a nice little fun place to come sit and have some cocktails or do a private event, or a lot of people come up on here on Friday nights after work with their spouse, and it's not loud, it's not crazy like some of the other bars. They'll have a few cocktails, catch up with their significant other, and just enjoy the evening.
Do you have anybody that volunteers or any other employees that help you guys?
Well, so we have one other full-time employee, and then Scott's daughter Molly works at the bar on Friday nights and Saturdays. So we have 3.5 employees, and we couldn't do this without our fans. So if you go to our website or you come in and you buy a bottle, you can sign up for our email list. So we have a great email list of over 2,000 followers of the vodka, and volunteering, we need about 5 or 6 people to bottle this stuff. So it takes a crew of about 5 or 6. Now to do 2,000 bottles, it only takes about a day and a half to do that. So it's pretty cool, even though we're doing it one label at a time. So we'll send out an email in the afternoon. By the next morning, we have 15 to 20 volunteers all signed up. They're coming in. We appreciate them. They're unbelievable support to us. In fact, we have people unhappy because they can't get in to do it. So we fill up every time. We have a great crew that comes in, and without the volunteers, we wouldn't have a business today.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
That's great.
That's amazing. We're so thankful.
It's a testament. Texans helping Texans.
Oh yeah, it's just amazing the spirit that people have to try to help Texas businesses.
One of my dear friends is Sid Miller, the Texas Department of Agriculture Commissioner, and he's very instrumental in the Go Texan program. And I noticed as soon as I walked into your door, you had to Go Texan, and it's on every bottle that you put out of here.
Oh yeah, we're very proud of the Go Texan program in the state of Texas. They did a nice article on us when we launched, and they've been very supportive. There's a bill in the state legislature right now where we're gonna hopefully have the ability to sample Texas-made alcohols at the state fair in Dallas this next year. So if that gets approved, you'll get to see us at the state fair along with the other great distilleries in Texas. So.
Well, that's great. Well, Todd, I tell you what, man, I appreciate the opportunity to sit down and talk to you. It's a phenomenal product, phenomenal marketing campaign, and I wish you guys nothing but love.
Thanks very much, Pat. Bet. We're glad to have you.
You bet. And I'm going to go up there. We're just going to try some of that stuff.
All right,
give me a sip.
That'll be good.
All right. Folks, I'm telling you, if you want something that's truly made here in Texas from Texas people, Texas products, check out all the spirits at Blk Eye Distilling and Blk Eye Vodka. They're a Go Texan program. For you folks that don't know what that is Texans helping Texas. Anything that's grown, manufactured, built in the great state of Texas, we're trying to promote that and sell it. So y'all look at the Go Texan program and be sure to buy products that are part of that. One other thing I want y'all to remember now, coming from a couple Texans. Adios.